Hello, Born Review Nations. Gabe,
Nick,
and today we're going to go ahead and review a movie that we've had a few requests for. I would say, hold on, that right there. A few requests for.
just a few.
Shivaay. I don't know anything about this movie, but again, we got a request and we want to please our audience, so we're going to go ahead and check it out. I know, Nick, you've already reviewed a few movies as well, and this is actually a trailer. When did this trailer drop? Do you know?
This was a few years ago, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, 2016.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and we don't know much about it, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Boy Reviews!
Bueller.
All right, here we go. Pen movies.
Reminds me of Cliffhanger. And Sly used them as a weapon.
ना आदि ना अंत है उसका, वो सबका ना इनका उनका,
This guy's
वही
dead.
शून्य है वही एकाय, जिसके भीतर बसा शिवाय.
Happy moments of before, and then... Yep.
आंख मूंद कर देख रहा है, साथ समय के खेल रहा है. महादेव महाएकाकी, जिसके लिए जगत है जागी, वही शून्य है वही एकाय, जिसके भीतर बसा शिवाय.
There's a lot of art into this
I was
trailer.
gonna say there's a lot of artistic
राम
shots.
भी उसका, रावण उसका, जीवन उसका, मरण भी उसका. तांडव है और ध्यान भी वो है, अज्ञानी का ज्ञान भी वो है.
That was slick.
इसको कांटा लगे ना कंकर, रण में रुद्र, घरों में शंकर. अंत यही सारे बिंदों का, इस बुरे का वार भयंकर.
Adios.
वही शून्य है वही इकाय, जिसके भीतर बसा शिवाय.
Punk.
हाय गाइस, आपको मेरा ट्रेलर कैसा लगा? लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर करना मत भूलिए.
Edit out that last part. Wow. So it kept saying nothing and yet everything.
Right.
Right? Shiva is in all of us. And as we were watching, especially that first half of that trailer, the way I took that, it was pretty deep too,
Right.
was that if you look at your family, those things that are important to you, to others, that's really nothing, right? It's safety. We take it for granted every single day. Going to bed, waking up, and having no harm come upon us. Going on a trip and have nothing bad happen to us. But when it's taken away, it's everything to you.
Right.
I could not imagine, and thank goodness I've never had to imagine, any kind of serious tragedy with any of my kids or with my wife.
Right.
And if anything like that was to happen, or just a trial, that would be everything to me.
Right. Oh, I can only imagine. You know,
And that was deep.
I've also been fortunate, and you know, I've never experienced anything like that, but I can only imagine how somebody would react in that situation. And both as fathers, we both understand that what that would be, and it looks like the storyline is something to the effect that, you know, he's gonna lose his daughter by the actions of some people. Maybe they were on some type
wife
of
too,
and his wife. They were on some type of trip. Climbing up mountains. It's funny because it was kind of like a cliffhanger. You remember cliffhanger? And those things are super sharp. They definitely can be used as weapons. But yeah, you know, it was. I can only imagine. You know, you take your wife and kid on a trip, and somebody attacks you, and obviously it was probably aimed at him, but they get the ones he loves instead. And wow, could you go? Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I'll tell you what, this one. What has a lot more, the story seems to be a lot more in depth than the other ones I've seen so far, of the reviews you've done anyway, and the review I've done with you so far, which is, this story has a lot of heart. There was like a lot of artistic shots in there as well, where I was like, oh wow, that's a beautiful shot. And it was very, very, you know, the cinematography was awesome. I'm not sure what the budget for this one was, but it looked like there was also a lot of practical,
you know, it's
effects
amazing.
as well.
All the budgets are low, and our fans, our subscribers from India, they have commented several times how they want us to stop comparing it to Hollywood movies, right? But it's so hard to do because we are immersing ourselves into this new culture, and that's what we know from before. But just like as in Hollywood, you have all different ranges, different genres. And this is a Bollywood film, but Indian films are, it seems to me, very, very similar to that. They have different genres. They're not all just, you know, this or all just that. They are wide range, and this one definitely, like you said, is more of a serious, kind of an in-depth kind of look at, you know, family tragedy and how you're going to react to it. And there's a lot of comparisons we can make, but I've never seen anything like this. You mentioned Cliffhanger, but that was kind of a different situation. But man, I mean, this looks tough. That little girl's there, and he's trying to find his daughter. I'm assuming that his wife dies, and so that's why they keep focusing on the daughter, but I could be wrong. There was definitely that whole artistic thing where they were in that tent, that clear tent, and it was falling down in the middle of that hollowed out mountain, but they were comfortable, and they were with one another. And again, that to me is like figurative language for our life, some kind of metaphor for our life, where, you know, we're in a small place and no one knows that we are slowly falling down, but we're safe and we're comfortable right now. You never know when danger is going to happen, and this to me is just a real in-depth movie based off that idea.
That's a good interpretation. I'll tell you what, that was probably one of my favorite shots of the whole clip that we saw, and I was like, wow, that's an amazing shot. There was a shot, not like that exactly, but similar on Netflix on the show The Umbrella Academy, when you pull out and you see the entire mansion and what everybody else is doing. Like that shot there, we're looking at it from almost a bird's eye view from that perspective, and we're seeing them, and they're in the middle, and even the tent is hollowed out. I thought it was awesome. That's a great shot. I enjoyed it. Probably the first one I may review. I'll try to get it done probably this weekend, maybe next week. We'll try to get into it. But I'm very interested in seeing this one. Not that I don't like action movies, but you know, I also like a lot of story in there. And you know, for me, emotionality is one of the biggest parts, especially, you know, when you, as a father, if it has to do something with family or your kids or whatnot, I can definitely get into that really, really quickly. And I'm like, oh, you know, this is like I said cliffhanger because of the mountains and the climbing and all that stuff, and also a cross of Liam Neeson. What movie was he in? Taken. Yeah, when they took his.
The whole time was Taken, but not completely Taken, but just the idea of the father has got to save the family, and you know. In Taken, he was more of a trained guy. I'm not sure if this lead character, is really a trained. Obviously, there's a lot of action. It looks like there's going to be some awesome car chase scenes where he just takes his foot and then jumps into that windshield.
And busts right through the cab windshield. And
takes cabbie out of here.
And he kicks the cabbie
don't
out.
Ask me to pay you a tip.
Yeah, thank you for playing. Get out. I love that. That was awesome.
So, I mean, it's definitely got those elements, but it looks more like a drama action type film mashed together. But be cool to check out.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know you just recently did a review of, how do I pronounce it? It's
Bahubali,
and I like that review. That was awesome. That's also getting a lot of love as well. So, I also like reviewing movies, not just doing reactions. So I'll definitely try to put this on a schedule and try to get it done real soon.
Yeah.
Sound like a winner?
Sounds good.
All right.
If you want anything else from us, please comment below. Let us know how we're doing as we are immersing ourselves into a lot of these Indian trailers and movies. And we did Bang Bang not too long ago. Check that out, the music video for that title track. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always. And until next time,
Adios.
Adios.
Boy Reviews!